Nintendo Switch. See what's going on here. Came in for a port. And I think it's safe to say they definitely have a port problem. Let's see if I can bring a little more light onto that subject. Yep, and there's a bunch of pins touching, so we might have secondary issues. Won't know until we get it opened up and get the port removed, so that's what we're going to do next. Okay, we're set up to work on the port. While I'm getting my equipment set up, I will give you this card. The Pico pencil will only be used if I have to run jumpers. Figure I'd just leave it on there anyway. Alright. Oh, let's switch to microscope. And get on it. We will do what we always do. Flood with low melt. Needle on my flux is getting a little bent up. Alright. Let's grab our micro pencil and get started. Okay, let's check for any bridges. And we do have one. We have to get rid of, otherwise it will interfere with our measurements. Okay, I'm going to go refill my alcohol and then I'll be right back and we'll get back to measurements. Okay, we're ready to do some measurements. We no longer have the shorted port interfering. Just double check that, make sure we have no more bridges. Correct. Alright, as always, we'll start around M92T36. Red on ground. We'll check the P13 capacitor. Okay. It's good. Alright, everything seems good around MA2. Did they get lucky? Again. Usually pretty surprised when it's that mangled. Do we actually have a blown fuse? Oh no, we don't. Okay. No, we don't. Okay. All right. Check our coil. That's good. Check around our BQ24183. All right. So far, so good. Let's check our P13 USB. It measured fine on the other side, but we have run into cases where it measures fine on that side and doesn't measure fine on this side. So. We want all these to be continuous straight through. But we do not want them to be side to side. Okay, looks good. Find myself a ground pad. And it looks like, or at least right now, it looks like they got lucky. This might just be a port job. Considering those mangled pins, I'm pretty surprised by that, but we've been surprised before. I'm going to go throw that little pad over there with the housing. And let's get on with it. Okay, I think we're ready for a test. I'm definitely going to have to reset my voltage. I was working on an iPhone the other day. I don't think I need my iPhone power squid hooked up anymore either. All right, let's grab our makeshift Nintendo Switch power cable and turn on our power supply and see what we get. Not excited about that. Not on parallel. Huh. That's strange. It's going back and forth. Let's measure one more time, just to make sure our readings are correct. before I put it back in the housing and test. Okay, everything looks right. Okay, everything looks right. Could just be, again, sometimes they do and sometimes they like the PSU power supply, sometimes they don't. We'll pop it into the housing and give it a test and go from there. Okay, real quick, because I know some people struggle with this ribbon. The way I do it is I push it down and I shove this little curl part over, like so, which straightens it out. And then it kind of straightens itself out and goes in there pretty smoothly. Okay. That's for those who struggle with it. Okay, we're ready to test with a known good battery. My battery. See if it acts a little different with a battery in it. I'll flip you over to bench. Okay. All right, we got a full battery symbol. That's good. All right, and we're booting into our system. So that's all good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reassemble it entirely and put it on charge for a while with their battery until we get it charged up, and then we'll perform some more tests. Real quickly, I need to show that it's charging both sides. Their battery actually has a charge on it, so that's good. So it was charging on one side, charging on the other, fast charging on the other. So we're good to go on that. Okay, we have it back together. We're booting up. Way down. Okay, just want to check and make sure it's charging the Joy-Cons and recognizing them, and it is. I think you can see that. There you go. So it is charging the Joy-Cons. Next thing we're going to do is a dock test. I'll switch you over. Get that out of the way. And throw it in the dock. Okay, we do have green light. And as you can see, it is posting up there in the dock. We'll switch over to capture. All right, everything looks good. So we are charging. We're charging the Joy-Cons, and then that was really the job at hand. So that's it for this job. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the equipment I'm using, it's all down in the description below. See you next time.